in today's video I'm gonna do what's on my phone segment. So basically in this video we are gonna explore my phone. So I'm just gonna tell you what all apps I have. You're gonna get some cool app suggestions or app recommendations if you're still not using any of those. So that's the whole idea behind it, and now let's just begin with it. So I'll be sharing my screen over here so that you can see it clearly. So let's begin. Okay, so before we just start with the video, the phone which I own is an iPhone 7. So yeah. Okay you guys, so let's just start. So I'm just gonna share my screen over here, and here we go. So first of all I'm gonna just take the first page of my phone, which has some really basic apps. So the first app which I have is Mails, which all of us use. So next to that we have Calendar, which I don't use at all because after the lockdown there has been no need to keep tracks of the date. Then after that I have Photos, which is the most used thing. Then I have Camera next to that. Then comes Maps. So I actually don't use Maps on Apple. Then in the utilities, here I have Clock, which is again a very necessary tool because I have a lot of alarms going on. Then we have Home, Weather. Then comes Notes. So Notes is sometimes useful. I just note down some important points there. Then we have Stocks. So I have never used this app Stocks. It's inbuilt, but I think it's a great one to use if you're someone who's just interested in shares and stock market and all. Then this app is really useful because you get all the updates really quick. It's live, and also you get all the business news. So that's a very good option. So I'm just going to develop a habit to keep an eye over them, but somehow I'm just not able to. So yeah, that's about it. After Stocks we have Reminders, which I have one, and I don't know for what I have kept it. Then next to that we have App Store, and that is again most useful out of the all apps. After the App Store I have iTunes Store, which is again a very important one. Then we have Books. Then comes Health. So I like this app Health, which shows you the basic step. Look at the steps. I have not walked today because I was just filming today and I was just sitting and doing some work. So no walking today, so the steps are 89. Then we have Wallet. So basically that's a useful one. You can just store all your important things there. Then we have Settings. Then let's move on to the next page. So again here I have a mixture of some basic apps plus some custom apps. So first is FaceTime, which I don't use much. Then we have Podcast. So I think Podcast is just exclusive for Apple. Like you can have other podcast app on Android, but I think this one, it's really good. You can hear some podcast on this one. Then the next one which we have is Calculator, and then we have Watch. So you can, if you have an Apple Watch and all, you can just connect it over there. Then we have Files and Shortcuts. Then we have one folder, which is I think the utility folder. So inside that we have Compass, which I have never used. Then we have Tips. So I when in the beginning when I just bought this, I used to go through all the tips and all because exploring iPhone is fun. Then we have Voice Memos. So I usually don't record any audios, but this comes in handy when I record my podcast. So if you don't know, I have a podcast channel. So you can listen to my podcast on Spotify, Overcast, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Savan. So almost all the apps which on which you can hear audio, my podcast is available over that. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. I'll leave the general link plus Spotify link, so you can just go and check that out. So yeah, don't forget. After that I have Contacts, again basic one. Then we have Find My iPhone. So that was about the utility folder. So now let's just move on. So after that we have Apple Store. Then we have Clips. So in Clips you can just edit your videos or pictures and make one clip out of it. So all that you can do in Clips. Then we have GarageBand, which is just a kind of music app. Like you can just make music and share it. Then we have Keynote, and then we have Numbers. Numbers is basically for making spreadsheets, so it's very productive again. And Keynote is for making presentations and all, so if you are more into making slides and presentations, then that's a useful one for you. Then we have Pages, which I don't use at all. Then we have iTunes. Then we have Measure. So in Measure you can just hold your iPhone and measure the distances, or you know, size of different things and all, angles, everything. Then we have iMovie, which I use sometimes to edit my videos, because I edit my videos on my phone itself. I tried editing them in my laptop, but that takes a lot of time in just transferring the footage and all those things. So I just transfer the footage from my camera to my phone and I edit on my phone. It happens very fast also. So sometimes I use iMovie, not always, because again the size of the file becomes very large when you use iMovie, so that's why I use it sometimes. Then we have WhatsApp. Then Lightroom. So Lightroom is again one of the most important app if you are into photography and all. It has really cool features. You can create a preset of your own, so I have created many presets, so you can just, you know, use that over your pictures, and it's really great. Then we have Instagram. Then we have Canon Camera Connect. So basically this app I use to connect my camera, which I'm currently filming on, so I can just transfer my footage on this phone, and I can also control my camera with the app. Then we have PicsArt, which is again a picture and video editing app, so I use it to make my collages. Okay, so after that we have Pinterest. So Pinterest is again a very inspirational app. You can just have inspiration about anything and everything, like all the topics, and it's a really cool app. Then we have Pacer. So Pacer, I used to use it when like 3-4 months ago when I used to walk. I just had it. It keeps track of your steps, and it is a kind of health related app. So I used to use it, but now it's just there in my phone. So after that we have InShot. Now I have been using InShot since very long. So all the videos which I make are basically made with InShot, because it's really easy to operate, and also you can just add music very easily and all, so I prefer InShot. Then moving to the next page, I have Anchor. So Anchor is basically where I put up my podcast, so that's why I have the Anchor app. Then I have Zoom. Then I have Snapchat, and I know that doesn't need any introduction. Then I have YT Studio. Now you might have noticed one thing, that being a YouTuber, I don't have YouTube app. So basically, yeah, I don't have YouTube app on my phone, but I have YT Studio, where you can just have a look over your video, your analytics, you can just change anything in your video or description and all. So that's why I have YT Studio. I don't have YouTube app in my phone, which is kind of weird, because every YouTuber has YouTube app. I don't have. Basically I think I don't need it, because I upload my videos from my laptop, and for any other thing I have YT Studio. Okay, so now let's move on to the next page. So on the next page, as you can see, the first app which I have is Times of India. So now I'm not a person who has the habit of reading the news. I'm not at all into the news. So what I have done is I've downloaded some apps, like news apps, and what I actually think that happens is, even if you don't go through the entire news, you'll get notifications from this app, so you will have an eye over the headlines, right? So in that manner you'll actually know what's going around, even if you don't read the entire thing. So that's a small kind of hack which I have used, so that I can have an eye over all the things. However, I'm just trying to cultivate the habit of you know, reading news and all, but I don't actually succeed in that. After that I have CNBC, which again is a news related app. Then I have Empower. Now this is a very important app. It's my bank application, so I just have a look at all my financials through this app. Then I have Google Meet. So the next two apps are very common among us. So all the students, like all of you who are just in the college or who are studying, will be having Google Meet and Google Classroom in their phone itself. So all the notifications related to my online classes and all I get in that. Then we have Economic Times. So basically, again, as I said, it's a news category app. So yeah, so as soon as I wake up in the morning, the first notification which I get is to join the classes. So I have to, so that's why I have Google Classroom. So yeah, that's all apps which I have, and downwards you can just see I have phone, then I have Safari, then I have message and music. So these are all the things which I have in my phone. So those were all the things which I have on my phone, and also I have mentioned the link of my podcast in the description box. Do not forget to check that out. And yeah, so that was all about today's video, and I hope you guys would have loved it.